This video is for the last example of lecture number 6, example number 5, where we have members of a truss which are connected at joint O. We have all of the magnitudes except for F1 because they give us F2 and they say it equals 6 kilonewtons. I'm just going to write that next to it so I know. So we need to solve for F1 and theta for it to be in equilibrium. So the first thing we're going to do is draw a free body diagram. So I'm going to draw a free body diagram at O. So I'm going to have my Y. I've got lots of forces acting on this one, so I'm going to make it a little bit big. I've got my X. And so now I'm going to draw my forces. I've got a force going this direction of 6 kilonewtons, and they've given us the angle. Note that it's from the y-axis this time, of 70 degrees. I've got one going this way for 5 kilonewtons at 30 degrees. And then I've got one going down for 7 kilonewtons, and they give me a little similar triangle. And it is 4, 3, and 5. And then last, I have what I'm trying to find, which I don't know what it is, but this is what I'm trying to find, is my F1 and my theta. So to do this, I'm going to use my equations. It doesn't matter which one we start with because either way we're going to have two unknowns in every equation because we don't know theta and we don't know F1. So it doesn't matter if we start with X or Y. So I'm just going to start with X. You can start with Y. It'd be the same problem. We're going to have to do substitution into the other equation to find the answer. So I'm going to start with my X. So I'm going to say positive is to the right. I'm going to sum the forces in the X. I know they're equal to 0 because it's in equilibrium. So the first one I'm going to have to the X is the 6 positive, and it is going to be the sine of 70 degrees. This time I've got a negative 5 times the cosine of 30 degrees. And then I've got one more negative 7. And my similar triangle is 4 over 5. Then I've got my last one, which is positive F1 times the cosine of theta. And that all equals 0. So if I move everything to the other side and I solve for F1 cosine theta, did some quick math. If you want to pause, you can and do the math in your calculator. F1 cosine theta equals 4.292. So now I'm going to move cosine theta to the other side because I need to solve for F1 because I need to do some substitution into the y equation. If you don't know you need to do that, it would be okay because you would find out you need to do substitution when you get the other equation and you still have two unknowns. Now I'm going to do the sum of the forces in the y direction. So I'm going to say sum of the forces in the y direction equals 0. And in the y direction, I'm going to have the positive 6 times the cosine of 70 degrees. I'm going to have the positive 5 times the sine of 30 degrees. I'm going to have negative 7 times 3 over 5. And I'm going to have negative F1 times the sine of theta equals 0. So I'm going to move everything over to the other side of the equation. I'm going to get F sine of theta by itself. Actually, I'm just going to move F1 sine of theta because then it'll be positive. And I'm going to sum all the rest of the things together. So I'm going to get that F1 sine of theta, plug it in your calculator, And I'm going to get all those together is 0.3521. Now I'm going to plug in what I have up here for F1 into that equation and substitute for F1. So I'm going to have 4.292 over the cosine of theta times the sine of theta equals 0.3521. Now something really interesting, remember that the sine of theta over cosine of theta is the same thing as tangent of theta. If you aren't sure, you can always do that in a little diagram and make it so you can see what it is. So I'm going to end up that sine of theta, cosine theta is tangent, so this is going to become 4.292 times the tangent of theta equals 0.3521. So when I divide by 4.292, I'm going to get that the tangent of theta equals 0.08204. When I take the inverse tangent of that value, I'm going to get my value for theta, and I'm going to get 4.69 degrees. Now I need to go back and substitute back into this equation to solve for F1. So I've got F1 equals 4.292 over the cosine of what we know now is 4.69. And I'm going to get that force equals 4.31 kilonewtons. And I have now solved my problem.